Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode from WhaleJaw 3D. In episode 15, we're going to tackle the wheels, which should finish this model for us. If you've been watching all the way through, you'll notice that I forgot to put the rear lights in. So, I'm extremely full after my dinner, so I'm probably going to just have a nice 10 minutes. I'll knock them lights out for you more. I'll also show you how to make a functioning light, you know what I mean, with the, where it lights up and stuff, you know what I mean. And then we'll look into doing the alloy wheels. The first thing I'm going to do is try out some TE37s, because it would be rude not to. Every car must have a set of TE37s. Yeah, I know you want to see it with it. If I'm feeling energetic, we'll try it with some Blitz 03s as well, because I think I've got a pair of them somewhere. Yeah, let's go. Might be worth doing the Blitz 03s first. I don't know. Comment below what wheel you would like to see on the Batmobile. Oh, I'm so full. I had a steak. I had some duck balls as well. They were weird. True story. So, while I drink my tea, let me quickly knock out these rear lights, because it'd be nice to... It'll illuminate it a little bit nicer, won't it? So, let me just do that. So then, we've finished the tail lights. Get rid of that widget. I've had a quick change of materials. I've made that more of a black metallic, and I've also made these two bits here black and the inner bit just matte black, because I've saw another picture with it glossy and it's cars, isn't it? It's gonna look better glossy, so I've got a sheen and a gloss going on it now, you know what I mean? It's like, oh baby. You know what I mean? It's just like popping the colours and stuff now. It's better to look at. But as we can see, I've done the rear lights here, look, can't we? Let's see, I've done a case, I've done a cap. This cap, I'll quickly overview it, has something called a glass BSDF. You can click on it and change it there, and it's just quicker. Pick red, you know what I mean? Put your index of refraction to 133, because that's what glass is, I believe. And then also turn the roughness all the way up, so it otherwise it looks like that, and you don't want that. You want kind of like an illuminating, you want it to grab the light, don't you? So, we've done that, haven't we? A case, that's self-explanatory. It needs grafted into the car, but at the same time, it's an afterthought. I forgot. You know what I mean? So, I can do it. I'll do it at a later time, but I won't bore you. You know how to integrate something, don't you? But at the minute, we could probably just boolean that into it, you know what I mean, and get away with it. So, we're okay. You know what I mean? Because it'd be nice to make that cavity anyway, wouldn't it? And we could even then... if you wanted to 3D print actual see-through ones, you know what I mean, you could, and then you could put some LEDs in it, you know what I mean, it's like a little LED pot for you, you know what I mean. So we'll keep those separate. They kind of look almost too perfect compared to the rest of the car, you know what I mean. Is the car not subdivided enough? Can we get it crispier? It's going to break my computer if I go anymore. I'm going back down. You know what I mean, it is what it is. And then you've got your lights inside. I've used something called an icosphere. So it's got lots of edges on it, so it'll cast the light in all your directions you want, you know what I mean? And with this one, with the shader, I've put something called an emission shader on. It's in here, yeah? Put your emission shader on, and it's just an easy light emitting object then, you know what I mean? Instead of a light, I don't want a bulb, I just wanted an object that I can come in, you know what I mean, and turn on and off quite easily. So we've got brake lights, haven't we? And then when you turn that on, you can obviously operate your brake lights, you know what I mean? It's simple. So we've got, that's how I build lights anyway, you know what I mean? This doesn't necessarily create the glow that we'll want, say, on the floor, you know what I mean? exterior glow. It's dealing with the glow on the inside of the lens. If I wanted to really go to town, you'd add a light, you know what I mean, like a point light here, and you'd double down on that light. You'd like put it there, make it red, you know what I mean, and then just like kind of, it's going to be like in front in it, so it's creating that bit of shadow for us. So might be worth coming a bit more forward. I mean, you could put it inside like that, you know what I mean? It does work, but we're not getting that exterior glow, and that's what I'm like aiming for with this, you know what I mean? So it like catches this like gold bit, that bit there. I think car bulbs are only like 2 watts anyway, you know what I mean? So if that, so you know what I mean, you can knock it down, duplicate it, get some Z, and you basically made your exterior lights, haven't you? You know what I mean? You can adjust them however you want, really. If you want, you could scale it up the radius, so it like kind of, that's probably a bit better, isn't it? We increase the radius, so it like softens in the edges there, you know what I mean? And we basically created like our illumination, haven't we? You know what I mean? If I hide that as well, we need the floor, don't we, to kind of show stuff. If you just make it black, you know what I mean? We can see the floor reflection. It's catching all our objects up here, yeah? So, the pièce de résistance, what do we want to do? We want to put the wheels on, don't we? Now I've murdered it out and made it more Batman, you know what I mean? There was too much chrome going on that front end. It's Batman, isn't it? It's supposed to be stealthy, not behind you. You haven't even got any headlights, so why would he want, like, shiny chrome on his front? You know what I mean? That's obviously to do with heat and stuff. I don't know, we could probably tone it down if we wanted to. Well, that's fine-tuning, isn't it? So, what we need to do then is chuck some wheels on. I think the first thing we need to do is try out some TE37s, don't we? I've been going half an hour, my bum's killing me, so let's have a tea break, because I'm going to enjoy that, and I don't want to enjoy it with a knackered butt cheek, you know what I mean? So I'm going to have some stretching. Not even looking at it, miles away. There you go. 2 minutes. So, cup of tea. The suspense of it is killing you now, isn't it? So I'm going to drag it out for at least 10 more seconds. I've quickly imported, off camera, a set of TE37s and a really nice brake kit. It basically finishes the model. Now I'm honestly wondering, do I even want to model those original wheels? You know what I mean? I probably will for the sakes of completing this, but let's have a look at the wheels. They look wicked. Honestly, why do I need to carry on? You know what I mean? We've got big brake kit. It's probably back to front. I always thought the calipers would be on the front, but it's upside down. We can see it, can't we? Let me correct that. There we go. If we rotate it 180, you know what I mean? It looks pretty cool. Why do I need to carry on? It needs lowering a bit in the rear, you know what I mean? I've had to put a bigger rear wheel on. The rear wheel might even want moving a little. It does, doesn't it? It's a bit shonky. So it's them two, right? They basically set up on empty, so you can just quickly move them. It's wicked. Now, it needs lowering, but it's the car that needs raking, you know what I mean? If I lower that wheel, it's not going to be lined up with that. It's now level with floor at the minute, so the car needs lowering at the minute. It kind of looks like DJ's BMW, you know what I mean? There's nothing we can do at the minute. We could go a lot lower. We could adjust the rake. We would adjust the rake. But can we just leave this video here now and call it a day with some TEs? You know what I mean? The brakes are on it and everything. It looks wicked. I need to do a render of this, don't I? I'll put it up at top if ever I do. So if we just put a background on it. I'll select something. There we go. God damn! How good does that look? I've got to knock that render out, I've got to do it. That's got to be the thumbnail. There's always something. There's a little white thing there. Got it. That's really good. Let's zoom in and get it right resolution. There we go. Look at it. It looks a beast. It looks so good. So what we need to do now, let's see that. The front lights have gone black for some reason. What's going on with that? We don't care. It looks good. Wow. This is what it's all about, this is. Give it an adequate name. That's what it's all about. Look at that render, that's wicked, that. I really don't know whether I can be bothered anymore to do those wheels. I've done a video already on how to make wheels. It's these wheels, exactly these wheels. I really am spent. We spent so long doing it, haven't we? And I kind of need to make it my own, you know what I mean? Because if I made it completely look exactly the way it is, it'd be like just a copyright issue, wouldn't it? And this is the thing, when you do learn to 3D model, now I have the Batmobile, I never have to build it again. It's the same with these wheels. I've built them before. I've made a video. I never need to build them again. I know how much effort it is to build a wheel, and I'm spanked. If you watch the last episode, I shouldn't even be filming today, you know what I mean? So, for the sakes of just wrapping up this series, you know what I mean? Wow. Put your own wheels on. The actual wheels, they're so basic. They're just cylinders anyway, so, you know what I mean? If I was to do something, I'd need to do like a really good tyre. Now, that in itself is quite a big task, and I feel like these wheels are going to match in for what I'm after. I'm after a stylized car. If you look at it, it's like a soft-featured car. It's not crispy, realistic. I need to have like those little pimples on the tyre, all the grooves and stuff. I don't want that. I want it low as shit. You're never going to see the tread in the tyre anyway, you know what I mean? We can put on some tyre writing or something like that, but I feel like to wrap up this series on how to build a car, we're done. You know what I mean? We're done. I'm calling it a day on that. That looks absolutely fantastic. It looks sick. You know what I mean? I'm missing a petrol cap. Eagle eyes would notice I'm missing a petrol cap. That can be solved another time, but I'm done. I really am done. I think this is episode 15 now, you know what I mean? They've averaged at about 45 minutes to an hour. So, you know what I mean? It's probably like, I've put 13 hours in just in like, oh my god, there's more than that. And then every episode is like, if we times that by 3, even 4, that's 1530s. I've put probably 70 hours into making this series, you know what I mean? You could play computer games for that, you know what I mean? I play Blender. I've made this cool car. I'm very happy. But I'm done. I'm so done. I'm spanked. It kicks your ass mentally. I've thoroughly enjoyed this. I've enjoyed the people. I've enjoyed the views, the comments. It's been an absolute joy making this. It really has. I want to do another one. I really do. But we're going to carry on with this car. I'm probably going to print it at Christmas. Of which then there'll be an episode of like how to like process it for your printer. And then after Christmas, after New Year, we'll start to rig it so we can animate it. I might rig it over Christmas because I kind of want to tie it into like a advertisement, you know what I mean? I want to be starting the episode with like, you could download this car now, you know what I mean? And then carry on to explain how to build it, you know what I mean? So that you get it, don't you? My brain's done. We've got a Batmobile on TEs and race spec brakes. Looks brilliant. This is what I wanted. What I want to do is I want to put some RX-7 headlights in it, or Ferrari F40 headlights, you know what I mean? I feel like they just glow in like butter. It needs headlights, doesn't it? So, future episodes coming soon. We've got so much to cover. We've got animations. I can't wait to do some animations with it, you know what I mean? Because for me, the fruits of my labour is always about the animation. I love doing the animation bits. So the next episode is probably going to be just a 4K, just crispy, awesome, like some, you know what I mean, some nice shots, bit of smoke or something, you know what I mean? I'm just going to play now, you know what I mean? Have some fun. And then we'll have like some blueprints for some next episodes, you know what I mean? I've estimated there's probably going to be 20 episodes to like cover everything that you could do with building a car. And that's what this series is. It's going to be every single angle you can cover with a 3D car. You can 3D print it, you can put it into a game, you can animate it. And that's pretty much like your 3 core areas, isn't it? And I'm going to cover every single one. So if you've enjoyed a rough-ass old man show you how to use Blender in a very casual manner, I hope I've made you giggle every now and then, you know what I mean? And I've showed you the joys of using Blender for fun. You ever heard that expression? Keep drifting fun. It's kind of like dying off now, isn't it? Everyone's going dead serious. But we should always remember that. I think there should be an expression. I might even make a sticker or a t-shirt. Keep Blender fun. That should be a slogan. And on that note, if you've enjoyed this, like, comment, subscribe. Have a good night. Thank you very much. God bless you all, and Merry Christmas. Have a good one, people. Don't forget to exercise.